Hello everybody, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning in to Look 2 from my Pat McGrath Shop My Stash tray. I'm excited because one of you suggested, I think this is the palette you suggested that I use. This is the, it says it right here, I think it has to do with opulence. Yes, the Golden Opulence palette. I think it was Amber who suggested I use this palette. I think this is the one she met to do an eye look. She suggested what she or how she uses it and suggested maybe I try it. She said red and gold would be a nice look. So I'm going to try something like that. I really hope this is the palette. So I'm going to use everything from my tray that I can use to create this look. And I got something in the mail yesterday. Remember I said I had a few more things out there that hadn't come in. So this is from Beautylish. And these items, or this whole set actually, I don't have the whole set by the way. It was in and out of stock at Beautylish. Everybody loves them. All of the beauty gurus, you know, showcase them when they're doing makeup. Well, I do not need the full set. And I don't even need what I purchased, but I was curious and I thought it would make a good addition to what I use, especially since I love this particular item or items in my makeup application. So let's get to it. And by the way, I love how Beautylish packages everything they send to you. The person who packages it puts their name or initial there. This is from San Francisco. This packaging is earth friendly. Look at that, it says Beautylish. You open it up. There was a black piece of tissue paper over it, but I removed that. You get a sample, and my sample this time, let's see what it is. I'm gonna try to use these samples. This one is in the Beautylish little baggie. The card says that it is High Dive Moisture and Shine Cream, R&Co. So it's hydration and reflective shine. Formulated to seal the hair cuticle, leave-in conditioning cream smooths, softens, and drowns out fizz. Oh yeah, I'm interested in this. For a moment there, I was worried that it was for the face. So here is the little sample, and I will be putting that to use, especially since I'm in the pool more and more. Okay, next I got my invoice from Beautylish. And here are the items that I purchased. Little packaging. Now, you may know that I really love the Refra brushes, but every now and then I will go into some Sonia G brushes, which I really like. Also, I have the Sky Eye set. The Sky set. They wrap it so nicely. Lovely fold. They take their time and fold this paper in such an intricate way. Well, I got 3 brushes. I felt that these would be all I need. And you know, they're not that long. They're a little shorter. No, not true. They're the same height as my Refra brushes. Just looks short. What about my other Sonia G's? Yeah, same height. Just looks small. I mean, I don't want to say for the price, but that's what comes to mind, right? So I got 3 brushes, and let me pull out the invoice so that I can see what they are. I almost ordered the full set, but I said, no, Julia, you don't need a full set. You really like the face brushes, contour brushes, everything you have. It's just always nice to have a few more eye brushes. Okay, so I got the Lotus Builder, the Lotus Worker, and the Lotus Soft Definer. So let's see which is which. They're made in Japan. This is the Lotus Worker. This is one of my favorite brushes because it can just pack down everything. It's kind of dome shaped and it's flat, if you can see that. It comes to a little point, but it's flat. So that is the Lotus Worker. Very pretty graduation of colors there, gradient of colors I should say. And next I have here is the Soft Definer. Yes. This one is more of a pencil brush, if you will. And this one has brown hairs. I think they're all a mixture of goat hairs or something like that. This one, oh, this one is a little smaller than the first one. This one is a builder. This is I call it a packer, but they called it a builder. And it's a little smaller. It's perfect for getting or laying down your initial color, getting right in here. Now, I haven't washed these, so I'm just going to wipe them off and use them today. Not too much dampness on them because I do want to use them. So I just wiped them off and here they are. Happy to have these in my collection of brushes. I really love these Essential Eye brushes. Now I really thought that this one would be a little more fluffier. More like, let's see, let's pull out one. More like this one. Or even from the same brand. Let's see, from her makeup brand. Yeah, more like this one. And this one is from Sonia G, the Sky Set. This one is a classic crease. So I thought it would be more like this, but that's okay. We'll work with it. It's quite different, if you can see that. This one is more flat, like I said, and this one is just fluffy, just like a spray of bristles. This one is more contoured and controlled and angled. So that's what it is. We may pull this one out though if I need it, so I'll leave it there. Okay, so let's get into this look. I don't want to be long as usual. I say that and it always turns out long. So let's go ahead and use the Skin Fetish. This is the Perfection Sublime Perfection Primer. Just going to get a little bit of that, get it on my face, and get this look going. And I guess this video is going to be in real time, unless I get to a point where I feel like I can push it along. And the only thing that I'm pulling out that's not Pat McGrath, I believe, it's going to be possibly two. This and the mascara. So yeah, and possibly the spray, the setting spray, if I need to use that. But basically this look is just to show you using the eye serum. Oh yeah, I guess I should mention that this feels nice. It's not tacky. It's very nice going on. It just blends into the skin nicely. No cast or anything. And I'm not sure if it really blurs the pores or anything. I have a lot going on with my skin right now. Putting a little bit more on so I can see if it blurs the pores at all. I don't really think I get much of that. Of course, my pores are so large. Oh, lip cream, too much. Yeah, I can't tell if it does that or not. I think it's just a light application to just grip your foundation. Now I'm going to go in with the under eye powder, or I use it all over my face because it's so lightweight and it just sets my primer, in my opinion. So I'm using my Minted Cosmetic brush. Someone had asked me about that, and I'm looking out for you. You know who you are. I'm looking out for you. Got you. I got you. Okay. So I got that on. Oh, eyelids, eyebrows. There we go. That's how I like to set my base, to receive my foundation, to receive my eye colors. But since I did my brows right there, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. This is another product, I should say, that's not Pat McGrath. This one is Believe Beauty. And I'm just going to quickly add a little more to my brows, and I'll zoom this up. So we'll speed through this part. As you can see, I keep my little brush here at an angle so that I can just hold it and get right into my brows and clean them up. This is from Sonia Cusack, and this part is the spoolie, and this part is the little brush actually that is nice for lining your eyes or putting on powdered brow products. So, but since I had a pencil, yeah, there are my brows. Now let's get into the palette for today. And we're going to go in with Lotus brush. And we're going to start right here. You may be a little surprised, but hang tight with me. Ooh, I think I'm more surprised. Creating or attempting to create a runway look. It's Pat McGrath after all. So conquer your fears. And here we go. Okay, next I'm going in with what looks to me to be the reddish color, but it's more pink, it's not red. I mean, this may not be the palette she was referring to. And bear in mind, my brush is a little wet, so I think I'm going to change up for a moment, get one of the other Sonia G brushes out. I want a flat one. Yeah, packer. Although she doesn't call them that, I'm the one that calls them a packer. Now, where would you go with this eyeshadow on? Me, not too many places, but if I was invited to or had tickets for a fashion show, this would be the place. Or what else? I don't know what else yet. Where else I would wear this? It would have to be somewhere kind of avant-garde, you know, someplace where they expect the participants to wear this kind of look. Going back in with that yellow just to kind of bring it over here a bit more. Now I'm picking up that packer brush from the Sky Eye set again, and I'm going in with a deeper color from this palette. So this color is kind of toning it down some, like a berry brown. Just a little bit deeper than my complexion. I really wanted to just do this with Pat McGrath because to me this is what she's all about. That's what she's all about. And I need a pencil. I didn't think I would, but I think I need a pencil. Or do I? Okay, I went looking for eyeliner and found it, so here we are. Not Pat McGrath again, sorry. Didn't realize I would need this. With hooded eyes, I like to fan it a little bit before I go any further. Did better with the first line than I did with the second. Let's see. That's absolutely true. It is an attempt. Oh, and I'm laying down these Ione lashes. I think I called them Tony before. Whew. Okay, now that I have the lashes set, I'm just going to push them in. So guys, you get to see when I think of Pat McGrath, this is what comes to mind. This is almost like runway, almost drag queenish. Okay, now it's time to go in with my foundation. I think I'll try to brush my face off a bit. Okay, this foundation is, I think it's perfect for those without flaws to their skin. It's very lightweight, it's very runny, as you can see, and it's great for summer, I would say, because of being lightweight, but you don't get much coverage, and I don't believe there's any SPF in it. No, it's supposed to perfect, but I think you already have to have perfected skin in order to really not have to do too much correction and things like that when you're using this foundation. Yeah, I can see that this one is higher, and I like that than this line. This line's a little droopy, but we're going to leave it there because I think you know where I want to go with this. And with any foundation, I really just focus on the center of my face and then spread it out. I don't want to be overly done with the foundation. Although this look is overly, side look is just quite overly done. Yeah, there was really no plan about this. I just kind of sat here and thought, why not do a look, very edited, that I think, or editorial, that I think Pat McGrath is all about. Runway. This is how I envision Pat McGrath. Now, I was able to get, and I'll show you on the screen right now, yeah, I was able to get that look for work. You can barely see that I have her shadows on my eyes, but I'm wearing a full face of Pat McGrath in that photo, just as I am now, without the lashes though, and without the exuberant look. Yeah, more subdued, approachable work look. That was yesterday. But yeah, now let's, yeah, here's another product that's not from her, but we're going to use it. Just going to put a little bit of her Juvia's Place bronzing powder on my face, not a lot. Using it more as a contour, really. And that's why, especially in the summer, you don't need too much or a heavyweight or full coverage foundation because it's just too freaking hot. But that's the good thing about this foundation here by Pat McGrath. It's lightweight, and you get a light coverage as well, so you bear that in mind. But you can always color correct and do what you need to do, plus add a little of her finishing powder or setting powder. Now, as you know and as you saw, I always go in with a little powder before I put on foundation, right after my primer. So I am kind of giving myself another coating or coverage right there, just to kind of blur out some imperfections. But yeah, that's where we are with this. And guys, I didn't pull it out when I shot my stash. Actually, I forgot about it. But in my blush drawer, and I should keep all of her things together, I do have a Pat McGrath blush right here. Venus Paradise or Paradise Venus. So yeah, I forgot to put that in my tray. So we're going to put some of this on right about now. Here it is. Not too much. Yeah, I've got to perfect those lines. I've got to play with those lines a little more. And now we're going to go into her highlighting palette right here and put on a little bit of highlighter because we have to kind of balance this face, right? So in this trio of highlighters here, they're not what they appear to be. Maybe this one. Maybe this one is. That one's kind of is, and that's the one I'll probably use. The middle one, this is when we get into tricky Miss Pat McGrath or Sister Pat. That one looks more gold too, so I could very well use that one, but I think there has a little green shift in it. And the last one, I could very well use this one too. It has a pink shift. As you can see, their iridescence. Oops, lighting has changed. Whoa, I disappeared. So there are the colors. Which one? Do I want to be as bright? Do I want to subdue it a little bit? I don't know. They all would work. I think I have enough pink there. I think I will go with this one. I'm chickening out. I'm going with that one, the first one. And I'm just going to tap a little there. And that wasn't a little. But I've got to practice these kind of looks more. Maybe I'll get the hang of it then. Alrighty. Ooh, I need a little bit on the nose. Let's go ahead and be wild with this one, huh? Let's go in with that second one. Ooh. And a little bit Cupid's bow. Let's go ahead and do the lipstick. We're going to use this one. And it is one of her beautiful ones. Flush 3. Flush 3. Let's just add that. Lippy. I want to see what it looks like. Boy, does this really lift the eyes, huh? Okay, I'm going to fix this lash and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys. This is my muse with Pat McGrath. This is what I see when I think of Pat McGrath. Amber, I strayed from your suggested eye look. I think I did quite a bit. But I had fun, guys. I had fun conquering my fears of Pat McGrath. This is what I think of when I see or hear Pat McGrath. The hair, the earrings, the eyes, everything. So runway. So out there. I kind of cleaned up the eyes some. And the eyelash I took off and put back on. I think I could afford to use larger, more bold eyelashes because you can barely see them. But it's enough for today because none of this, when I say none, I mean none of this was in the plan. None of this. The hair, the earrings, the eye look. No, it was just me and this palette. This is what I was going to use in my new brushes. That's where makeup takes you. Sometimes it's a smooth ride and sometimes it's a bumpy ride. But most of all, you enjoy the ride. Peace out, guys. I'll see you next time. Yeah. Sister Pat. Gotta
focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down.